So good morning. Welcome to Bonnie Gale's Kitchen. I am going to make frittata this morning, and it's Sunday, so I'm going to actually make this for a few days so we can have it for breakfast or lunch or whatever. Take it to work, have it before work. Anyway, I have everything cut up, just try to save time on this video. So I have the oven on 400, have my pan hot, and I'm going to start with some oil for this frittata. Little virgin oil, or olive oil. This is what I cook with. Any kind of oil you have will do. I have a lot of vegetables going in here, so I'm gonna put a little extra, and I'm gonna put a little pat of butter because the butter's gonna give it a little flavor. It's not much, maybe a tablespoon. Let's see here. I'll just say, it's not even really a tablespoon, but it's just enough to make it richer and taste better. So let's get this all melted and find my spatula. I'm going to melt this up in here, bring my heat up a little bit more on medium. See here. This is my favorite pan. I use this pan a lot for frittatas. I had another one. I think I have it in Florida. I wish I hadn't have taken it to Florida, but I did. So I'll get it back one day because I normally make two frittatas. I have another pan like this. It's a little wider and higher, which I probably should be using that with the amount of vegetables that I have, but I already have this one out, so I'm going to wing it, as I always do. So I'm going to turn my pan up a little higher. I want to start getting these onions in the pan. So I already have cut up here to save a little time. I did it the same way I always cut. I just did it on my board instead of in the pan. I've already told you guys how my technique is. You can put it in the food processor too, but I wanted my onions and everything a little bigger for this dish. See, this would really be quite enough right now. Which, you know what? No, I'm just going for it because these onions are gonna cook up, and as far as I'm concerned, the more onions you have, the better off you are. So let me see if I might have to do separate boards next time, cutting boards, because I like to put my onions in first. I'm gonna let them cook and brown a little bit. Then I'm gonna go back and I'm going to add the green peppers and onions in a few seconds, not too long, but I want the onions and garlic to cook up a little bit first. And sometimes I like my favorite spoon that I cook with. I don't know what I'm going to do if something ever happens to the spoon, because it's a nice solid and it fits my hand. It's small, it's just right for my hand. Anyway, all right. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on this, and I'm going to put a little salt, a little trickle of salt. Okay, and I'm going to let that just cook up a little bit. Where's my knife? What did I do with my knife? Tell me I put it back already. Interesting. I can't find my knife. Oh, tell me. Oh, here it is. I had it sitting on the tomatoes. Okay, so just gonna do a few little slices in this garlic here, and we're gonna get this going. I actually had a garlic that had a little extra piece in there, and so I'm just going to throw it in. Why not? It's just going to be a little extra garlicky, but that's okay with me. All right, so this is going in. I like the garlic. You can omit the garlic if you want. I mean, for breakfast, you don't really need garlic, but I just put it in there for the flavor. I like the flavor of it. So this is cooking up good. I'm hearing it sizzle a little bit. I sure hope my volume is on. I didn't check my volume very good on there, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'll try to speak up a little bit until I can check it. Okay, this is looking good, looking real good. Putting green peppers, onions, red peppers, and normally for this Western frittata, that's all it is onions, green peppers, and ham. I'm going to add some red peppers, and I'm going to add some deli ham that I have in there. That's what I have. That's what I'm using. It's my motto. My motto, use what you have. So, okay, I think now we can go in with the green peppers now. I tell you, it does save time cutting up stuff ahead of time, that's for sure. Okay, put this in here. See, this is going in. We'll save the spinach for the last thing. See, this is just, I like vegetables, so to me, you can't have enough vegetables in the omelet. It's a little thing I get disappointed about going into restaurants. The other day, not the other day, about a month ago actually, I got a Western omelet, and the green peppers and onions were in the, yeah, they were just cut up like so tiny. I didn't even know I was eating them. They actually had red pepper in theirs too, green and red pepper. So tiny, I didn't even see the green peppers and stuff. So to me, it just wasn't an omelet, or that was an omelet in that case. But this is going to be a frittata, and it's okay. She's cooking up. In a few more minutes, I'm going to add this ham to it. I'm going to add a little bit of oregano because I really love oregano. So, and I'm going to do some parsley as well. You don't need too much in this dish. At this point, yes, I'm going to use my hot peppers. Yeah. So give that a whack. And let's go in here, and I'm getting through this bag. Actually, I actually have another whole bag of hot peppers in there. So I don't think I'm going to grow hot peppers this year. I say that every year, but I still do. But I can give those away if I do decide to grow them. I just like seeing them grow. So I'll give them away. I'm sure there's a lot of people that like hot peppers. So that's, you know, just a little sprinkle. I mean, I'd say a half a teaspoon. It's not much, but it's going to be enough for me to get that little bit of hotness that I want. It's actually really good for your metabolism. Anything hot, cayenne, hot peppers, great for your metabolism. Okay, stir all this up and get it all in here. It's all happy now. It's just smells wonderful. I'm going to bring the ham in now. I'm going to sprinkle this ham in. keep it on medium. Okay, let that all get in there and get really tasty. And let's get this spinach in. This is a wonderful omelet with all these veggies. You're going to taste it. You're going to be full afterwards. You're going to feel like you ate something nutritional. If you don't want the ham, omit it. It can be a vegetarian omelet. I just think it adds flavor, but you know, you don't have to have it. I don't do it all the time. I'm doing it in this case because it's Sunday and I don't know, you know. During the week, I watch my meat intake. On the weekends, I splurge a little. I'm really good during the week. So this is kind of my treat, you know. Kind of giving back to myself a little bit. Okay. So at this point, I'll just turn that down a little bit. And I'm going to come in here, find my whisk. I have 12 eggs. I don't always make a big omelet, but I wanted to, since it's Sunday, I want to have something for the week. So, you know, I'm going to do 12 eggs. Sometimes I'll do 8 eggs. It just depends on how many vegetables I want to throw in there. So I'm going to just go over here and we're just going to do a drop or two of water, a couple tablespoons of water. I'm going to do just a little hint of salt and one little sprinkle of this fine black pepper. I like fine black pepper. I like the crushed, you know, the other kind of pepper, the peppermill, but not in something like this. I like it on the top, but you know, peppermill. I like fine pepper when I'm eating eggs, when I'm eating anything, breakfast. I like fine black pepper. That's just me. So let's get this going here. I could probably use 14 eggs for what I have right now, but I'm going with 12. All right. Actually, sometimes the whisk doesn't do what I like a fork to do. So I'm going to go in here and whip it a little bit more. All right. So, want to add a sprinkle of cheese. If you're doing vegetarian, you can do a vegetarian cheese. You don't have to do, you know, the regular cheese. I actually have that, but I'm not going in that direction this time. I was going to do my Italian and my medium cheddar I have. Sprinkle just a little bit. I don't do a lot of cheese, but I want to taste it. I want to have a taste of cheese. So a little bit's going in there. I don't like to overdo it with cheese. We try to kind of take it easy on the cheese in this household. So, all right. So that's just a few little sprinkles. Kind of looking like that now. I'm going to put a little bit of about the same amount of the white cheese on there. So it's really, I mean, we're getting like maybe 2 little tablespoons really. I mean, it'll end up being, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more. So I'd say 2 to 3 tablespoons. You don't need much. Okay, so we're going to I'm just going to kind of go in here, make sure it's a little bit on the inside. I could have dropped the cheese in the egg too, but I think it spreads out better when you do it this way actually. So for that reason, that's what I'm going to do. So I made a few little pockets where the egg can kind of run down, the cheese can go in. We're going to just sprinkle this egg all around, and again I have the oven on 400. Oh my gosh, Let's see if you really wanted to, you know, add more. You could add some bacon bits on top. It's so much more you can do. I was picking some of my parsley yesterday. The sun made it wilt. So I stuck it in the freezer. So some of my work can be done for me. And I'm going to sprinkle some of this on top because it's nice, beautiful, fresh green parsley. Why not? See, no chopping. It's done. I have, you know, that's the way I like to roll in the kitchen. Just a little bit. I have some stuff already ready for me. And then I don't have to do all that work. It's all ready. So, all right. And then at this point, I want to add just a little sprinkle more of the, barely a sprinkle, you know, big tablespoon. Maybe that's not really even a big tablespoon, but somewhere around there, whatever your preference is. You like more cheese? Add more cheese. I just want to really see it. I don't really want that much of it. So you put just a little bit more, sprinkle of the white. And there we go. Look, you don't need a lot of cheese to make it taste good. So you can make this vegetarian or you can make it as is. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes on the stove top, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven until it starts to actually rise and look done. And I don't know, sometimes it takes 5 to 10 minutes maybe, perhaps. So, okay. Okay, so I'm kind of shuffle some of this around so the egg can get in there. You want to make sure you got veggies on every single bite and some of that ham. Just make sure it's in every single bite. So you're opening up pockets to let that egg get through like that. No, I wish I could have videoed all the things I've ever cooked in my life. I tell you, it's like starting all over from the beginning again. So it's ready. It's kind of cooked around the edges. I can tell it's ready to go in the oven. You want it half cooked and you want it half loose. So this probably won't take maybe 5 minutes. And then I'll go back in there. I'll turn the pan. I'll turn the pan around and let it, you know, get evenly cooked all the way around on all corners. So I still got parsley. Maybe 2 or 3 more times I could use this parsley, but at least I salvaged it. It didn't go to waste. That's my motto. I don't want things to go to waste. Okay, so our Western frittata is all done. And it was a little puffy. I've let it just set for a few minutes when it came out of the oven. Looks so, let me see if I should have had 2 pot holders. But it's really lots of veggies in here. Not too much ham, you know. Not too much cheese. If you want to make this go further, you can always add a little cream in the eggs or milk, you know, if you want it to go further for the kids or whatever, if you have a lot of kids. That's what my mom used to do. I don't put milk in it. I don't like milk in my eggs. So unless it's French toast, no milk in my eggs. So I'm going to slice this. I made 2 pieces of sourdough bread, toasted it up, and this is what we're going to have for, yeah, it's still breakfast time, so, all right. And that is going to be yummy, fabulous. So, I guess I'll make another video. Namaste.